Welcome to the Ribeye Radio Show, the official show of the Steak Cook-Off Association. Now, sit back, grab a cold one, and let's see what's cooking.
All right, guys, welcome back. This is episode number 11 of Ribeye Radio. They have left me in the office alone today. Ken is actually on his way to Mississippi. I've got an event to travel to in Texas here tomorrow, so just me today, guys. Today's episode is sponsored by hydrocodone. Yeah, it's that kind of day, unfortunately. Anyway, we're going to have a great show. We're going to talk about some new things in SCA news, some new events that are coming up. We've got one member that has stepped up to be a ambassador for SCA at the championship. We're going to talk about him. Might ask Guy Fieri a couple questions even. Got some new events. Some events have kind of moved around on the shuffled around on the schedule. And we have results from all the events that have happened in the last while. So today we are going to start with, why don't I introduce myself?
Do you know who I am?
I'm Ron Burgundy. You stay classy, San Diego.
Oh, wait a minute. That's not me. Never mind. Anyway, I'm Brett. I am the host today. Let's start with some news. We just got a deal done with Red Box Smokers. Red Box Smokers is owned by Mark Lambert. He is one of the top barbecue cookers in the world. Mark has offered us the opportunity to help promote his product, the Red Box Smoker. We have one actually in my office right now that I can see. It's a great-looking smoker. These are going to be the next hot thing on the SCA tour. You watch. There are going to be guys out there people are going to use them for appetizers. They're going to smoke their moink balls on them. They're going to smoke, what do they call those things? Dinosaur eggs that they cook on them. I think they're going to be used for a lot of things, but the main reason people are going to bring these out is to cook pork steaks. We did our first pork steak cook-off 2 weeks ago. Went very well, had great participation, and I believe these are going to be a staple. I think pork steaks are probably going to be around for a while. Guys really enjoyed it. It's just another opportunity to cook a steak. I mean, who doesn't love cooking steak? So get yourself a Red Box. You can order it off of his website, Sweet Swine of Mine Distributing. So I don't know the acronym for that, but anyway, we all have it on the SCA group page. If you want the link, it'll take you there. It'll save you $50 shipping. So can't beat that deal. We still have the PK deal also if you want a new PK grill. A lot of teams are hitting on the PK grill. It seems to be the grill of choice in SCA right now. It's kind of the hot thing. Those PKs are just consistent. You can order one from us. It'll come with a set of grill grates. It'll also come with a sweet SCA hat that'll sit crooked on your head. You'll know what I mean when you get it. Just kidding. Sorry, Ken. It's just your head's crooked. Thank you. I'll be here all night. Anyway, you can order that from us. It'll save you money. Just call Ken, 972-345-0774, and you can get that hat. So everybody knows I have a little fascination with old Guy Fieri. You know, how he's going to be on the show one day. We know it, but he just hadn't made it on yet. He's going to be at an event. So anyway, I recorded a little interview with Guy. So here it goes. Hey, Guy, what do you think about SCA?
Oh my God, that's hot.
Really? You like it that much? How do you feel about never had the opportunity to cook in an SCA event?
Leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
All right, man. Well, we hope to see you soon. Show up to another event.
All right.
All right, guys. I'm just having fun. Sorry. We'll get back to reality here. All right. We did get a call this week from an event in Alaska. We should have a conversation this week about our possible first event in Alaska. How cool would it be to have an SCA event in Alaska? Would we be cooking on snow? Would it be in the summer? Would it be light out? Would it be dark out all day? I mean, there's so many variables. I think it would be really cool, especially coming off the last weekend's event in Colorado, which was spectacular. Sarah and John did a great job as first-time promoters. I mean, you would have never known. I showed up. We had a separate area for judging. They had porta pots set out there. They had everything in place that we needed. There wasn't a single thing I asked for that they didn't have off of the list. So they were very well prepared, excellent hosts. I was real happy. I thought they did a great job. So congratulations on a great first event. And the great news is, after talking with Darian Cosmos from Cosmos Q, Darian has guaranteed that there will be an event there next year as well. And we had teams from 6 or 7 states that drove all the way or flew to Colorado and cooked this event. It's one of those deals, if you can cook on anything. Old Louis Liendo made the trip from Houston, Texas. He flew up there. The guy, all he packed was his fire dragon, which is a chimney, and basically a fire dragon is a blower that goes onto this chimney. He stuck a grill grate on top, and he got 8th place in the cook-off. I mean, if you can cook on anything, and he proved it, man. That was a brilliant move.
It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot, I wanna take my clothes off.
Well, I don't know if we need to do that, but it did get hot in there. He made it happen when we did a class. It took an hour to get my chimney hot just for the class. So it was a longer SCA certified judge class than normal, but Louis, you figured it out. When other guys were struggling to get their PK grills over 400 to 500, you were cooking at 700 degrees. I mean, there's some if you haven't seen it, look it up on the SCA group page. I think you'll be impressed. Great job, man. That is thinking ahead. So, all right. International news. We have an ambassador that has stepped up to volunteer at our SCA World Championship. Last year, the guys came in, and we host a great party for the guys on Friday night or on Thursday night when they get there. But this year, we were trying to take it up a notch. And actually, this gentleman came to me and said, "Hey, could I help out the international teams?" Guy's name is Tim Pollock. We call him.
I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
That's right. He is Cowbell Cookers. Tim is a good buddy of mine, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate what he does for us, for SCA, by doing this. So the international teams, I have sent you an email this week. It has Tim's email on there. I want you to start dialoguing with this guy. If you need a grill for the event, Tim is taking it down. He's creating a log. He's going to bring our SCA trailer out there. When you arrive, our trailer will be stocked. We're going to have knives in there. We'll have disposable cutting boards. We're going to have foil. They'll have the grills that you request in there. I can't guarantee you're going to get the exact grill you want, but we've got Weber's, we've got PK's, I've got a Red Box, I've got numerous grills in this trailer. I may even have a Rectech in there. We'll see. But he's going to have everything you need. So start talking to Tim, kind of create a dialogue with him. He's a really good guy. You're going to enjoy it. And thanks for what you do there, Timmy. All right, that brings us to our sponsors. I'm going to read through this list. PK Grills, Rectech Grills, Pelican Coolers, Fire Butler, Townsend Spice and Supply, Kingsford Charcoal, Grill Grates, Unknown Barbecue Products, Dripping Springs Vodka, Bloody Revolution Bloody Mary Mix, and Diamond King Smokers. All of these guys help make what we do happen every weekend. We couldn't do what we do without them. They've been so generous with us. At Pelican Coolers is a great example. At the championship, our top 10 in points for the year will receive Pelican Coolers. And not just little Pelicans. First place gets an 80 quart on wheels. I mean, thing's great. And it's on wheels. Did you hear that? You can pull this thing. It is really good. So you're going to love that. Even down through 10th place, they're going to get a 45 quart on wheels. Great coolers. If you get a chance, go out and get one. We're hoping at the end of the year we might be able to get a discount code through them. We're also working with Rectech Grills, hopefully to continue the relationship next year. We've got guys starting to get calls on Rectechs. If you can cook on anything. Personally have a Rectech that I cook steaks on. My wife cooks steaks on it. She loves it. So, anyways, any of these sponsors, please support these guys. They're the ones that make things possible for us. We've added some new judging classes. We've got probably 6 or 7 the rest of the year. We will not be adding any more classes this year. So if you'd like to get certified as a SCA certified judge, please check the calendar on our website. There's quite a few classes. We just added one actually in Pennsylvania. It's in Greencastle, Pennsylvania, with Mason-Dixon Barbecue Supply, or Barbecue Services. I had a great conversation with the gentleman. I said, well, why do you want to do a class in Pennsylvania? We don't have events there yet, bud. And he told me, he said, Brett, he said, I did a little poll out there because guys are talking about SCA and said, how many people would be willing to take a class knowing there's events coming? He had over 200 positive responses to that, which just blew me away. I couldn't believe it. And so I said, yeah, let's do it. And we set it up for a Saturday, and we've got 2 classes scheduled. It's been about 36 hours since I posted that, and we already have 20 people signed up in Pennsylvania, where we do not have any SC events. So that was really cool. But here's the great side. He personally runs an event, so we're going to have one event with him. And he said there's 9 to 10 other promoters that want to do them in the area. So next year we should have, 5 to 10 events in the Pennsylvania, the Mid-Atlantic area, which is very exciting. We're working on training some reps up in that area as well, make it a little more affordable for the promoters. And if we can get on the East Coast, we've got the center of the country covered. East Coast has somehow eluded us. We've got Florida, but you go north there, it's really eluded us, other than New Jersey. So really excited. And then if we can hit the West Coast, look out. So we also had an event in Harper, Kansas that has moved. Evidently there was a conflict with the fair that they have. So they've moved it to October 20th. So go ahead, make sure you check the schedule there. Just check your schedule.
Doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it.
All right. Other new events. We just had an event in Lake Wales, Florida. It's the Orange Blossom Review. It's going to be steak. I believe they're doing steak, burgers, wings, and I think we're going to do sauce there, if I remember right. But that is in October. Another October event will be the first 12-1 in October. We added a new one in Bedwood called Bedouin Brews and Barbecue Steak Cook-Off. It's in Muskogee, Oklahoma. I think I mentioned that last week, but it's on 10/14. Today we confirmed Coleman, the Fiesta de la Paloma Steak Cook-Off, which is Fiesta de la Paloma is the White Wing Dove Festival down in Coleman, Texas. So make sure you wear orange. I think there are hunters down that way, boys. Be careful. No, it's all right to be a hunter. Just be careful. All right, so results. Colorado Springs. This event had 28 teams that paid, 27 teams that turned in a steak. One gentleman didn't make it to the cook-off, but was generous enough to make sure it was donated to the promoters. So, in 10th place, let me see if I can pull this off. I've managed to find my old system, and I think we've got music for a lot of these teams here. Let's see, hold on. 10th place, all the way from Houston, Texas, came out to Idaho Springs, Colorado, was Joe Castillo, the Big Worm.
Long, thin, slimy, one short, fat, juicy, with the itsy, bitsy, fuzzy, wuzzy worms.
All right, and in 9th place from Houston, Texas as well was Eric Rodriguez. I don't have music for Eric, but you cook a couple more events, I'll find some music for you, buddy. 8th place was Mr. Ingenuity himself, the man that kept it hot in there. That would be our buddy, Louis Liendo.
It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot, I wanna take my clothes off.
All right. Good job, Louis. If you can cook on anything. Just showed what a great cook you are, bud. 7th place. This guy came all the way from Oklahoma. Mr. Anthony Hernandez, 7th place.
Hey, baby, ¿qué pasó? Thought I was your only vato.
Ironically, I play a song in Spanish, and I don't know if Anthony can speak Spanish. I don't know. Maybe I better find a better song for him, my buddy. All right, 6th place. This guy came all the way from Austin, Texas. Our buddy Ron Thompson came from Austin. He jumps in his truck, he jumps on a plane, shows up in his truck, and he's carrying about 14 bags of cannabis popcorn. Says, hey, would you like a bag of popcorn? No, not so much. I kind of have a job to do, but it may or may not have gotten tried after the cook-off, and it may or may not have been super stale, but we do appreciate the effort, buddy. Thanks for coming out. You got a good 6th place finish. And if I can find your music, you've got some unique music that matches your team here, Ron. Just a sec, buddy, just a sec. I know you'll be upset if I don't play it. Oh, man. That's the way it goes. How about we play your buddy Milkshake song?
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours.
These two boys used to cook together on a team called Rubbin' One Out. Here's your music, Ron. All right, 5th place. 5th place went to a gentleman that I haven't seen out on the tour in a while. He came out and cooked this weekend, and since the teams ahead of him were already qualified, that means that John Canterbury has qualified for the SCA World Championship. Congratulations. Good job, John. All right, 3rd place. 3rd place. This gentleman drove all the way from Minnesota, and
I'm kind of a big deal.
he is kind of a big deal. He is right up there in the SCA points chase. Mr. Scott Lindley.
I'm by winning. I win here and I win there.
He does. He just wins. He wins here, he wins there. Scott took 3rd place. Congratulations, Scott. 1st place. I don't have a specific song for this gentleman yet. And as well as he's doing, he's going to have his own song. Mr. Dan Ewer. This guy has set the record for winning the most SCA events in a year. This is his 4th SCA event. 4th event that he's won this year.
You can do it!
Woo! Woo! Wow! We got a winner.
That's right. He didn't win this week. He got 2nd. Mr. Dan Ewer. All right. And then in 1st place, these cats, I talked to them this week. They sent me a text and gave me a little number, showed me a calculator. And I am very proud of these guys. They came all the way from Arkansas. Dan Judd and his little buddy Goose won it again. That is their 3rd victory. 3rd victory. And Bud and Bones Barbecue wins it again. That no one was happier for you than old John Canterbury. Since you won, it fell down to John, and John gets to come to the championship. But I am proud of you guys. You guys are doing a hell of a job. Point I was getting to, they have traveled 20,000 miles this year chasing the points championship in SCA. They are traveling all over the country. They have backed down from no event. This weekend, they are on their way. Actually, they texted just a while ago before I started recording the show, and they are on their way to Memphis driving. And they're going to do a double in Memphis. So if they're guys, they are leading the points championship. Right now, they're the team to beat. They are up by double digits. So this weekend, I need you guys to take after old Dan and Goose if you want to catch them. This is your time. Anytime we have a double weekend and you can cook both of them, you got a great chance at making up some points. So congratulations, guys. Let's see where we at. Upcoming events. Got some new ones. Jonesboro, Arkansas was added to the schedule this week. It'll be on a Friday night, I believe, on September 29th in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Talked about the classes we added in Greencastle, Pennsylvania. Another quick hit. A lot of guys have been asking for the decals that go on the side of a trailer. We have got some in. They are 18 by 6 inches, so they're good looking. They're diamond cut on the outside, so you don't have to trim these things. They just peel them and put them on your trailer, your ice chest. I will be bringing these to some events. I've got some to start, and if they sell well, then we are going to put them on the website. But anyway, they're $10 a piece. They will look great on the side of your trailer. Just let me know. Send me an email at scacookoff@yahoo.com, and I can make sure we bring some to that event. Did get notice this week also from the World Food Championships. That is the event held down in Orange Beach, Alabama, I believe. But that event has a steak category, and actually the winner of the whole event last year cooked steak. So this year, a lot of our events were SCA events, were World Food Championship qualifiers. They have filled the field. They limited it to 50, so they are officially full. So unfortunately, there will be no more events that are World Food Championship qualifiers for steak. But congratulations to the SCA guys that are in. It's dominated by SCA teams. There's probably, I'm guessing there's 45 out of the 50 will be SCA teams. So I know Ken and I are probably going to go out there just to watch and support our boys. Congratulations, guys. Now, the main event. The main event, the one that we're all waiting for, October 29th, the SCA World Championship is coming up. We are ready. We're starting to make plans now. This week, I sent out an email just yesterday to every team. In that email, there is links to instructions. So you will find in there, we gave you a restaurant that is very popular in Fort Worth, Joe T. Garcia's. Everyone loves it. It's got a huge patio out there. It kind of takes you away. You feel like you're in a Mexican courtyard. And it's literally the size of a city block. I mean, it from one corner of the city block to the other belongs to them. And it's a great place. I think you'll really enjoy it. Every time I'm in Fort Worth, we try to eat there. And I only live an hour away, so every time we are there, we eat there. You guys are going to love it. We also talked about a couple other things. The cattle drive. You can bring your family in. This cattle drive is a sight to see. They walk the cattle down the streets of Fort Worth. Man, it's hard to believe, but there's like 20 cattle being walked down the street of one of the bigger cities in the country. Bring your cameras. You're going to love that one. And then, of course, Billy Bob's. Everyone loves Billy Bob's. It's big enough. They have an indoor rodeo arena, and we are going to cook right outside of Billy Bob's. We're in the courtyard. This year we have, I believe there's going to be probably 110 teams is kind of what I'm thinking. I've got to go and look at it and do an official count. But so far we've only had a couple teams that won't be able to make it. They have previous engagements. But the rest of them, I think we're going to have a huge turnout. And the ones that can't make it, if you guys know that you're qualified and can't make it, please let me know. We have a list going here. We'll put you on that list. And what happens is we're going to take at the winner of every SCA event. They're qualified for the World Championship. And then we take the next 10 in points. If you've already won, you're in. Well, the next 10 in SCA points that are not previously qualified by a win will get into the event. Where the teams that are being replaced comes in is we're going to take all the winners, we'll take the next 10 in points, and then we will replace after that from that list. So I have 3 teams that are not already qualified, or 3 teams that are not going to be able to make it. So that really means the top 13 in SCA points will get to come to the SCA World Championship, which there's a little more hope there. So if there's a couple other guys that maybe for some reason can't make it, or I don't know, I don't even have something funny to say there, but if they can't make it, we are going to replace them from people on the list. I like that.
High five.
Just rewards the guys that cook on a regular basis by, letting them be the replacements. All right, we also sent out a team bio this week. On the team bio, it says, it asks a bunch of questions. We need this back from you as soon as you can. One of the questions is, what is your theme song? What song would you like us to play as we bring you to stage? We're going to bring every team to the stage at the championship and give them a walk. So you're going to be recognized in front of all 110 teams, from Rogers, Arkansas, Dan Judd, and we'll play his song. As teams come to the stage, some teams will bring their flag from their country. I mean, we've encouraged the international teams to bring their flags. Some will do that. Some teams come up there and they start throwing candy to people. We've had teams throw koozies, T-shirts. It's your show. Do whatever you want. It's got it. We remember there are some kids in there, so we got to be careful. But You guys have a great time. It's your show. We're going to have fun. Anyway, what else was in that letter? There's some questions in there we'll use for the show. We asked, one of the things was, do you have any hobbies, things that somebody doesn't know about you that you want everyone to know? If you collect stamps, that's pretty lame, and I think everybody should know that. So put it on there. We'll put it out there, and then you won't have to hide in the closet about your stamp fetish. I think we're cool with that, no? All right.
Well, I butchered that.
Yeah, I kind of did. All right. Anyway, make sure you get those emails sent back to us. It's very important. And actually, it's online now, so all you have to do is fill it out, hit submit. Once you do, it comes straight to me. I've got the data, and we can start producing the music for the show. We're going to have extra help this year, so I'll have somebody standing in the back just waiting to play your song. Try to pick a song that either fits you, your team name, gets you going, or your country. I mean, heck, if you're from Australia, maybe the Land Down Under, I don't know. Whatever it is that gets you going, that's a song we're going to play. And last year we limited it to one person per song. If Back in Black's a song that gets your motor started, and Back in Black is a song somebody else requests, they can also play it. It's your song. You just pick out what you want, okay?
50 Shades of Grey.
We won't be playing 50 Shades of Grey soundtrack, whether you want it or not. I know Dan and Judd might want to play that as they hold hands on the way to stage. Just kidding, boys. Want to give you something to laugh about on your way to Memphis. I think that's it. I just want to cover the basics with you. I know we've got some great events, and we didn't talk about that. That's awesome. I'm really doing well here. Let's talk about this week's events and the points chase. Give me just a sec while I reduce this. All right, coming up this Saturday, we are at the Out West Bar and Grill Steak Cook-Off in West Texas. That doesn't mean we're in West Texas, the area. That means we are in the town of West. They are known for kolaches, and I guarantee we have 54 teams signed up right now, and I will bet you 54 of them stop and buy kolaches while they're there. They're that good. Every time we go to an event in South Texas or Central Texas, we stop in West. So the Mazanex have done a great job on this event. They've got a young lady that's a country singer that's going to sing the national anthem for us to start the day out right. I think that's awesome. They are going to pay top 10. They've increased it to top 10 from top 5, and even got a message just about an hour ago. They are going to give 11 through 15 a 8-inch butcher knife, or chef's knife that was donated. So we're going to call top 15. We're going to give points for top 10. Top 10 is going to get paid cash. 11 through 15 will win an 8-inch chef's knife. But this is a first-time event. You wouldn't know it by the way they've done it. So congratulations on a good event, guys. There's also, on Saturday, we have an event at the Variety Club. It's a Variety Annual Steak Cook-Off in Memphis, Tennessee. It is a first-time event. I want to say they had 54, 55 teams as well, last I looked. Danny will be running this event, Danny Kennedy. He helped set up the event. He'll be the main rep there. And then we'll have the mayor there as secondary rep. Ken is going up. He'll be at both of them that weekend. So if you have any questions for Ken or want to complain about this radio show, actually, you know what? If you see Ken there, tell him, man, this was the best show you guys have ever done. He'll wonder what the hell happened. He'll probably know you're lying, but make sure to tell him that. Anyway, he'll be there. It's going to be a great event. That is steak and wings. We don't have a lot of people signed up for wings yet, so if you want to sign up at the event, might be a great chance to win some money there. And then Sunday, we're doing one with Mark Lambert's event. It's at Operation Barbecue Relief for the state of Mississippi. It is in Byhalia, Mississippi, and we have just had a new location for this event. I sent an email to all the teams as well as posted it on Facebook. They are moving the event down the street, and that event will feature pork steak. Another chance to try out your Red Box smokers. I'm telling you guys, if you don't have one, you need to order one. Make sure to use the SCA code. It'll save you $50 shipping. But this event's going to be a good one. Saturday night, he's going to do what did they call it? A turkey tender fry. So they're going to take turkey tenders. From what I hear, the turkey tender is the... no, I better not say that. Anyway, Turkey tenders are tender. They're great. Get you some Saturday night in Byhalia, Mississippi. All right, next week on the 25th, we are in Albert Lee, Minnesota. It's the Big Island Barbecue and Steak Championship. I was at the event last year. Very good event. It's at a county fairgrounds. They do barbecue. They do steak. I believe they're doing appetizers as their ancillary. Should be a good event. Perry, if you're listening, great job. You always run a great event. And who will be running that? That one will be ran by Dick Dolan. I think that's his first solo event up there. And then on the 26th, we're doing a couple events. We're going to be in Garfield, Arkansas for the Elkhorn Liquor Store's Steak Cook-Off. That's right. It's right by a liquor store if you need something. Definitely a red Solo Cup rule in their parking lot. This one is put on by Big Time Cookers. I think it's going to be a pretty good event. Looks like a nice payout. I think they've had some added bonuses. Make sure to come out to that event. It's next weekend on Saturday. All right, and then the last one, it will be called Ribeye Fest. And I'm sure I'd messed that up, but Ribeye Fest Steak Cook-Off, it's in The Hague, which is on the northern coast of the Netherlands. And this event, I will actually be in the Netherlands for the event. We're going to do an SEA certified judge class there, as well as the event, and got a special surprise coming up with Harry Havinga, our rep in Europe. And I'm sure we'll have him on the show to talk about that next week because we're excited to announce some special things we're doing over there. But big things happening in Europe. I'd look for more events next year. We're actually giving away a points chase ring in Europe for the European teams this year, and something we hope to do in some of our foreign markets next year as well. But anyway, I'll be in Ribeye Fest. We're going to do that on Saturday. And then actually it's my 20th anniversary. So my wife and I are going to get to actually spend a week in Europe, be back just in time to run Bedford Blues and Barbecue Festival. We've got a Friday night event with pork steaks. It is $500, $300, and $200 payout on Friday, $100 entry fee, and we're also doing a People's Choice with it. Yeah, we will give you the pork steaks to cook for the public. It's only a 1-hour deal, and you could win $400, $300, and $200. So there's two ways to win. $100 entry fee, no reason to come out and cook a pork steak. That is on Friday. Saturday is the full steak cook-off there as well with chicken wings. And then on Sunday, we've got an event near Amsterdam. I believe this is on the northwest side of Amsterdam. I hope I get this right. But it's Zeewald, Netherlands. And it's the Sundaysea, I butchered that for sure, Sundaysea Barbecue Contest Steak Cook-Off. And that is the last one on that day. So that catches us up for the next 2 weeks. The only thing I'm missing is the SEA points. And we have we have the same leader, but he has taken a 14-point lead now. Dan Judd has 129 points, 124 of those earned by Goose. Dan just earned 5. Just kidding, buddy. Second place is Scott Lindley. Scott has 115 points, and actually both those guys are cooking this weekend in Memphis, so it'll be a shootout, see if either of those guys get a call or how many points they get. Dan Ewer, hottest guy on tour right now, and I don't mean because he works out, 99 points. He is in third place with 4 wins this year. Fourth place, Mr. Gene Potts, Mr. Consistency. Gene has 90 points. I might actually have some, let's see. Yeah, Gene has 90 points right now. And then fourth place, we have Johnny Joseph. Hadn't seen Johnny in a couple weeks, but he is still right up there in, what place is he in? Fifth place with, can you tell I'm trying to find his sound? There he is, fifth place with 85 points.
Here's Johnny.
There you go. Johnny Joseph with 85 points. Sixth place, moving up the list. The big worm himself, Mr. Joe Castillo, has 82 points. Good job, Joe.
Long, thin, slimy one, short, fat, juicy one, the itsy bitsy fuzzy wuzzy worms.
Good job, buddy. Seventh place, Mr. Roland Escobedo. Maybe his song should be Rolling in the Deep. Maybe not.
I don't need your prayers, it's true.
That is Poncho and Lefty there in 7th place with 78 points. 8th place is Big Ed Falder. Big Ed has 70 points. Big Ed's been very consistent when he's there. He also competes in barbecue very heavily. And so to be in the top 10 in points just shows what a great cook Ed is. So congratulations, Ed. You're doing a great job. 9th place, Miss Shauna Rapolo. Shauna has 65 points. And do I have music for Shauna? I bet I do. She's been in the points chase here. Last spot, Shauna. Last spot to look. Not so much. Sorry, Shauna. There it is. All right. Now, rounding out the top 10, Mr. Hold My Goat. Kenny Meeks with a total of 63 points. Kenny Meeks in 10th place. So we've got a great top 10. Dan has taken a 15-point lead, but Scott Lindley has made it clear he's chasing him. Dan Ewer has made it clear. Make sure those rearview mirrors are clean because I'm coming at you, boys. All right, so those are the guys that are automatically qualified. They're in the championship by previous victories already. Your next 10 in the points chase are guys on that list that you see that are highlighted in yellow. These would be the next 10 if the season ended today. First in that list is Brian Lewis. So Brian Lewis, his name, we call him the B. And I don't mean that kind of B. I mean that kind of B. That's right. Brian Lewis from McKinney, Texas has 50 points. Right behind him is Mr. Alan Newton. Alan's Mr. Consistency.
I'm a natural, actual, real, authentical, Arkansas-loving man.
Yes, he is. And in also tied for second place is Chuck Evans, Chuck Wagon. And I need to get your song, Chuck. I'm sorry about that, buddy. We'll get your song. All right, so that brings us down to fourth place. We got a tie, or actually, since we had a tie in second place, it brings us to fourth place. It's going to be Mr. Shannon Ernest. And those of you guys that know Shannon Ernest, his team name is called the Vanilla Gorilla Guru Cookers.
You heard about Rhino Rhinos, but you ain't never seen a vanilla gorilla.
I've seen a Vanilla Gorilla, and he can wield a spatula. He's in fourth place with 37 points. Fifth place is Mr. Brian Rapolo, Mr. OBR himself. Brian is one of our members that really spends a ton of time helping out OBR, helping out victims of storms, but we really congratulate you, Brian, on what you do out there. Brian has 36 points.
Tennessee whiskey.
And he is smooth as Tennessee whiskey, and he might drink a little bit of that on you, too. So, sixth place, Miss Christy Murphy. Wait a minute, was that Kevin Murphy? Oh, no. It's Christy. Christy has 33 points in sixth place. And they're for the Murph Smoke Shack, I believe is their team name. But congratulations, Christy. You've done a great job. Seventh place is Mr. Brent Clark. Brent is a new cooker this year to SCA, but he's doing pretty well. Seventh place in the wild card chase. If the season ended today, he would be in the championship. So, good job, Brent. You're making things happen, buddy. I was trying to find a drop for you, something. Sorry. Seventh place, Joel Anderson is also tied for 31 points. 10th place, there's a familiar name, and I'm surprised, but Mr. Bill Bond has 29 points. And what I'm not surprised about, I'm not surprised Bill is up there. I'm surprised his wife is not up there. She has been on fire lately, but congratulations, Bill Bond, 29 points. You are
Bond. James Bond.
No, Bill Bond. Bill Bond, okay? 10th place. This gentleman travels everywhere. It seems like he tends to travel with the worms. Some people call him Robert. Some people call him Bobby. A lot of people just call him Mr. Sandoval. 10th place, 28 points. is Robert Bobby Sandoval.
Man, I'm tired of being right.
If I call you all the names, I won't get your name wrong, so I will be right. Congratulations, buddy. That's right. We are done with the wild card. All right, anything else? I think we've covered everything, guys. If you have any questions, just send it to email scacookoff@yahoo.com. Thanks for putting up with me today and my hijinks. They shouldn't leave me in the office alone. Mr. Meeks, I hope the whole family got a show you could listen to today. I tried to keep it PC as I could. Have a great weekend, and we will see you guys on the flip side.